Okay guys, so now what we will do is in our search table view we want to see all the requests which we received to our current user. In our case, let's say Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, we are now going back to our Xcode project, and this friends table view must be behind of the search table view, because when we click on the search bar, it must show us search table view. When we click cancel, it will dismiss search table view, and there will be shown our requests table view, or just friends table view, as you wish you can call it. Okay, so some of the people are regularly asking the question, what if I want to change the name of my coding file? Let's say from the request cell, let's say you want to change it to the friend request cell. Friend request cell. In this case, you can directly change it to the friend request cell, and then you need to change the class here. We'll just write here friend request cell, or you can just simply copy this and make it similar so you won't get messed up. Okay, then in the main storyboard, after this, in the main storyboard, select your cell from the friends, for example, table view, select your cell, go to the class inspector and update it here. Friend request cell. Okay, very good. Friend request cell. And what we will do now, we'll go now to the friends view controller. What I notice, guys, here, let's say we have typed here something, well, then we keep cancel. When we press the cancel button, I want to remove this text from the search bar. So we're going just to update this back to the cancel button. Click, and here set show cancel. We're hiding the cancel button, then we're hiding the search table view. Here we, oops, sorry. Here, after right, then we will remove all of these values. So here I would like to write search bar dot text will be equals to just an empty text. Okay, brilliant. Now we are going to the top, and here we will write the part 2, which will be requests and friends. Okay, so we will create new variables which will store all the requests which we received. Okay, so I'm writing here a new variable which is, let's say, requested users. Requested users will be equals to, in the square brackets we'll write ns dictionary, open and close round brackets. Then we'll write requested users underscore avas, because this will be something like a sub data of this. So requested users underscore ava will be equal to UI image and open and close round brackets. Okay, so that is it. So we will go and do one more change here. So here we have a function which is a search users, and then we have a scroll did view. Then we're loading load more. So for the requests, we also will have a separate function to load more. In order to make our code easy and readable, I will change it to edit in all scope. Let's say we will write search more users, or search more, or something like this. So before current video, we had only one function, which is a pagination. So now we'll be having two function in two pagination function in one class. So we just need to separate them. So I always like to make the code to make code more readable, because in future to easily understand and what I was doing, etc., etc. Okay, so this I will name search more, and it immediately got updated in the scroll view to scroll. Okay, so then I will scroll right to the bottom. I will scroll right to the bottom after prepare for segue. Let's say I'll write a new protocol. which will be load requests, func load requests, open and close round brackets, then open curly brackets. So as usual, the first we need to tell that it is currently loading is loading equals true. Then we need to access the current user's ID. Let guard ID equals to current user, then question mark, then open and close square brackets. Then in the square brackets we got a quotation marks equals inside of this ID. Else we want to return this. Okay, what we're doing here, accessing current user's ID. Okay, and here load request. That one will load all requests sent to current user. Okay, and then after we have accessed our current user, and here in case of the error we need to tell is loading equals false, and then we need to prepare a request. Prepare request. So let URL equals to, we have a URL, open the round bracket, select the method with the string, and here we'll write our recently written string, which was localhost, then FB, then friends, then action requests. So that is the string. Okay, to excluding the question mark. Then we will create a body. Let body equals to, then quotation marks, and here starting including question mark, we'll just remove it. Here action will be requests, ID left slash open and close round brackets. Here we're making the reference to our ID, and here offset will be 0, and limit, we need to create a limit for the requests user. So here I'll write var, for example, requested limit equals to, let's say 10, for example. Requested limit, requested users, or just requested limit. So then here we're making left slash open close round brackets, then we are writing here requested limit how did we spell it? Requested. Okay, so actually rather than search, I'd like to write requested users limit. Okay, like this. It's more readable. And then we will create a request var request equals URL request, open the round bracket, select the method with the URL, and here we're making the reference to our URL. Just put here exclamation mark to force unwrap it. Then we will declare the body of request, HTTP body equals to body.data using .utf8 encoding. Then we'll write request.http method will be equals to post capitalized. Okay, so then we'll run request. We're writing URL session.shared.data task with the URL and completion with the request and completion handler. Request is our request, completion handler data for data, response for response, error for error, and we will do everything definitely in the background. So we'll write here dispatch queue.main.asynchronously. Okay, and don't forget here to resume request, otherwise it won't be run. And first we'll check for the errors. If error is not nil, so then we want to return, and we want to cast as is loading equals false. Then we will do catch, we'll execute do catch method. In the do catch here we'll write guard let data equals data, else return, and that will cast is loading equals false. If data is fine, then we want to access the JSON. Let JSON equals to try JSON serialization dot JSON object with the data which we've accessed, and objects options will be allow fragments, and we want to cast it as being ns dictionary, as question mark ns dictionary. Here just write self because we went into several times into closures. So then here we understood everything. Then for catch here also we will return it and we'll cast self is loading equals false. Okay, if we have accessed JSON successfully, then what we will do is then we will access all requested users. So we'll write guard let requests equals to JSON question mark, then open and close round brackets, then in this quotation marks, in the quotation marks we'll write requests as ns dictionary, else return, and we'll cast is loading equals false. Don't forget self before the is loading. Okay, so after that we want to self dot search requested users equals to requests then we want self dot requested. By the way, we need requested skip here, or requested users skip. Initially it will be equals to 0, and here we'll increment it requested users skip. We will make it equals to total requests because we want to skip for the next load already loaded requests. Okay, and finally we want to refresh our table view. Friends table view dot reload data. Okay, what we're doing here we're running request. Here we have got an error message. It is server error. Then here we are casting data, or yeah, we are unwrapping data. Here we are unwrapping JSON. Here we are actually accessing JSON. Here we are unwrapping JSON. Here we are assigning all loaded requests from JSON to requests dictionary array. Here we are incrementing, or here we are assigning skip value to skip already loaded requests in further pagination. Okay, here we are reloading table view to show all requests. Okay, so here happened the error with JSON error. Okay, great. So that is the function actually to fetch all the requests. And now what we need to do is I will just assign these messages just alerts in case if some error happens. Show alert, this will be JSON error. That one will be data error. Don't forget here to put exclamation mark. And here will be server error. It will be server error. So exclamation mark here as well. So now we need to assign all of these details to our cell we need now to assign everything to the cell. So we're going to the function which called table view self-forward index path. So that is the one. So first case is when the table view is search table view. Then here else means request table view. Configure cell of friends table view. Okay, first of all, we want to access cell equals to, or what we can do, we can just simply copy this code. So it will be exactly the same. So I will take this till here. We will not include friend button. And so that is the code starting from the let cell and coming till the dispatch main asynchronously and two closures at the end. And we'll insert it here. Okay, let's now go through. So first we want to access cell inside friends table view, and here we are writing, let's say cell equals to friends table view dereusable cell with identifier cell. This is what we have. Then we will change as being friend request cell. So first name, we're accessing first name not from the searched user but requested users, because this is what we have got assigned here, requested users. And then we want to access last name from the requested users. Then we want to access ava string or path of the ava from the requested users here. Then, guys, be careful here. If number of requested cells are not equal to the number of requested cells where we have downloaded the avas, then we want to load the avas. So it means if not all the avas got downloaded. Okay, the cell friend button, this is we will remove. Okay, so change this line if requested cell.count is not equal to requested avas. Then we are going further. Here will be requested users avas. Then here as well will be requested users avas. And here as well will be requested users avas. So in three places it will be requested users avas, and at the end we're returning cell. So you understood this. The full logic is the same. We're just changing the variables from requested searched users to requested users and requested avas. So be careful. So 1, 2, in 3 changes we're changing requested users avas. Okay, so that function is done. Then we will go to the number of rows in section. Here, number of rows in section. So for search, show total number of cell equal to the searched user. Here, show means for other table views, which means friends table view. Show total number of cells equal to requested users. Here we will return requested users dot count. Okay, so requested users dot count. Okay, then after that, since our requested users is not something which is a dynamic cell, so since our requested cell is not a dynamic cell, so then here we will change the height. So we'll write height for row at index path, return 100. I believe for both of our cells, means for the search table view and the friend table view, the height is 100. So then we'll make it common. So search table view, here is, let's select the cell, it is 100, and the friends table view is 100 as well. So then we're going back to our friends view controller. We'll scroll to the view did load. Here we don't want to make it dynamic or auto-determined. So we are then scrolling down to the cell height. that is the one. Height for row index path, we'll make it 100. Height of cells. Okay, very good. And then after that, what I would like to do is I would like to show the header of the cell. So for that reason, I will create here, I'll scroll right to the top. Here I will create a new variable, which is var requested header, or requested headers will be equals to, the first value will be friend requests, the same as in the Facebook. They are doing the same stuff, guys. So then we are scrolling down to the function which we've been writing here. And here I will declare a new function which is called title for header in section. Title for header in section, and here we'll write a logic. If table view equals to the friends table view, then open the round bracket, then write if section is, let's say, less than header requested headers dot count, then return requested headers, then in the square brackets section. Otherwise, return null. Okay, so this is will be section header of cells. Okay, so for friends table view only, from friends table view only, show headers. Okay, you will understand now what is this. For this is just a security method. If let's say if there are 10 sections but it is less than so if the sections are 10 but we have the headers only, let's say 2, so then the app will crash. So here we're just making security if the sections are less or let's say equals to the requested headers. And then we need to configure the appearance of this header. So then we'll write one function which will display header view. Here we are writing let header equals view as UI table view header footer view. Then we're writing header dot title label. Text label dot text will be equals to UI font. Text label dot font will be equals to UI font. Open the round brackets. Select the second protocol where the name and the size. Name of the font we will use Helvetica Neue. Make sure that you did not misspell it. Helvetica Neue Light, and the size will be 12 and exclamation mark here. And then let's change the text color. Header dot text label dot text color equals to dot dark color. Okay, here we are configuration of header, or let's say section. Here we are accessing header. Here we are changing text color and font. Okay, we can now build and run our project. Text color. Okay, let's write it. Text color equals to UI color dot dark gray color. And okay, let's now build and run our application. And we need to finally, in the view did load, we must call the function which is load requests. Load requests. So we'll now build and run of this and see the result which we have got now. Yes, the final thing which we need to do, we did not create delegate and the data source connection. So we're going to the main storyboard, select your friend stable view, hold Ctrl left mouse click, drag it to this yellow button to the friends VC, make delegate and the data source. So this means let this or allow friends table view to access the protocols which are related to the table view, which we just now declare, like will display header, footer view, self-run, index path, etc. So now it can access and it will load. Here we go. Beautiful. So we can now load all requests. So this is our header, which is friend requests. Amazing. The only thing which we need to do is we need to hide the label, which is user confirmed or message label, as we said. So we're going to the friends table view, content view, then the message label, and in the attributes inspector we'll select here is hidden. We will build and run this now. And here we go. This is how it looks. So that's really amazing, guys. So this is all the requests which we have got. So here are all friend requests. And that is really amazing. So these are our users. And I click the cancel button, it removes the text, and here are all the requests, exactly same like in the Facebook app. So that is amazing job, guys. Well done. Congratulations.